Hello, I'm Bob Ross, and today we're going to be experiencing the joy of Mario making. Now, we're going to be turning in our painter's palettes here today in favor of a different palette, that of the Wii U pad. Today we're going to be making Super Mario Maker levels. Now, anybody can be a Super Mario Maker. You don't have to be a video game designer. You don't have to be a techie. Anybody, and I mean anybody, can make a video game using this technology. So let's go right in and make ourselves our very own Super Mario Maker level. So what we have here is our canvas. This will be our Super Mario Maker level. And we're going to start right here. Just go right into our palette of possibilities. The most important thing to start off with is you got to give yourself some ground to stand on. So let's go right in here. Let's get some nice ground. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to start our level off with a little bit of a gap, a short little obstacle for our player to have to overcome. So I'm going to start ground right about here. We'll drag that ground. Oh, there goes a little bit of ground. Just fill that in right there. Maybe add another little level to the ground. And there you see a little bush has entered our world. This is our own little Super Mario Maker world. Our Super Mario world. It can be anything we imagine it to be. Oh, there goes some flowers. It's all about the nature of your world. Everything is going to go in right exactly where it's supposed to be. Let's see, let's go in here. Maybe we start out with, you always want to start out with a power-up. I think that's the way to go. Again, you can do whatever you'd like in your world. We're going to start here with a power-up, a little question mark box, and then maybe the little feather here. Feather's nice. I like the feather. Reminds me of nature. And what you want to do with your Super Mario Maker level next is you want it to be as complicated and as hard as possible. You want it to be near impossible. There's going to be that one time that you're able to clear it in order to upload the level onto the internet. But then everybody that tries it out after that, you're going to want a very low clear rate. So let's go ahead and start out with that here. We're going to add a couple of enemies. Our first little enemies for our player to run into. I like to start out with maybe some nice midnight boos. Put in a boo in here. I like to start off my levels with very difficult enemies, because you don't want to ramp up in difficulty. You just want to hit your player hard. I also like this little magic guy. We'll put in a little magic guy. Let's put in a couple of magic guys. Let's give him a little shake. Let's give him a little shake. Does he do anything? No, he doesn't do anything. Give things a little shake every once in a while. See if they change up for you. See if it changes your world. All right, now, I always really enjoyed this guy on his own little cloud bed. He should throw something out at our player. Maybe make things a little more difficult. What should he throw out at them? Can he throw out maybe let's see here, fireballs? Let's have fireballs. Have him throw fireballs at our player. Our player, I think, will really enjoy that. That'll be nice. Players love fish. And again, let's give these guys a little shake. See where they go. Give them a different color every so often. Give them another shake. Change it up. Right there, right next to the boos, maybe. Put in a couple little areas, little sneaky areas. Oh, you see that? I just put a boo on top of one of those little magic guys. It's a happy little accent. Let's put all the boos on a magic guy, huh? Let's put in a third magic guy just so we can put another boo on him. See how that works. See how our player enjoys that. Now, a great thing to do here would maybe be putting a thwomp. Little Thwompy. Maybe put that Thwompy just out of reach here. We got that little landing right there. How about right here? Put in another Thwomp. Right next to him. Right next to him. Just to give our player a little bit of unpredictability. You're also going to want to put as many ledges to stand on as possible that lead nowhere. You're going to specifically want them to lead nowhere. These little guys, these little suckers are going to move. They're going to move as soon as the player stands on them. Maybe those little ledges don't go anywhere, these little scully guys. Who knows? It's my Super Mario world. You make your own Super Mario world. Maybe on one of these little guys we put one of these little suckers. I'm going to put these little suckers up here. You know what these little suckers do? What they do out there in the wild? They throw wrenches. Players love that. They throw a couple of wrenches at people. In fact, I'm going to put them over here. I'm going to put them over here so that they're a real hassle. That way they get in your way. You don't really like them. That's going to make our players rage out. They're really going to hate that. And what I'd like to do on this upper level is maybe put in, how about a hammer brother? What's a hammer brother without another brother? That's how you know they're brothers. There's two of them. Let's give them a mushroom. You know what happens when you give people mushrooms? They grow. Look at that. Big brother, little brother. See that? It's the craziest thing. Look at those guys. Oh, accidentally lost his mushroom there. Let's give him another mushroom. Give him another mushroom. There we go. There's our two little brothers. Two little brothers just hanging out there on that ledge. Again, we want to have as many bad guys here as possible. Level starts, our player sees that, they go, oh, I'm in for a good one. I'm in neck deep. Let's put in a pipe. How about we put in a pipe here? Right here, right behind the player. Player's gonna start right here. They're gonna start right there. How about a pipe right behind them? They might see all these baddies, these bad guys. They might think that's impassable. That's not going to be possible. I'm not going to be able to get past all these bad guys here. So what if they think, oh, maybe I go into that pipe there. Maybe that's a secret. All right, let's give them a little secret. Give them piranha. I always like to hide little details into my levels. Give them a little piranha plant there. In fact, let's give this guy a little shake. You know what just happened there? He turned into a different piranha. He's going to be a different kind of monster. He's going to be a fire-breathing monster. That's going to be difficult for our player. They're not going to like this level, and that's important. You should enjoy this level. You should really enjoy yourself. Making this level should have all the fun in the world. But your player, it's important for them to really not enjoy it. Your clear rates should be low, and the overall fun level of your level for the player should be as minimal as possible. All right, so let's go back into here. What do we got? We got Thwomps. We got the little cloudy guy. Why don't we put in another little cloudy guy? I think we should. I'm just gonna hold down the R trigger here. That's the copy feature. It's always good to know what tools you have at your disposal. We're gonna grab him. We're gonna just copy him. We're gonna put one right next to him. These guys are gonna go left and right and just every which way. All right, let's take a look here. We've got a nice little area. We got a nice little area of bad guys. I think our player will just come right through here with his cape. This nice little power up. And he's gonna easily defeat all these baddies. You know what I think we should do up here on these scullies? That's kind of our bridge to nowhere. Maybe we put something there. Maybe we put in, I like to put in right at the front of the level. Just a big old Bowser. Yeah. Just one, maybe two. Let's put them on top of each other. Look at that. Once again, we can put enemies on top of enemies. That's important. Play around with that. This is your Super Mario World. Maybe one of those Bowsers is a big old Bowser. Take a look at that. How can that Bowser hold that Bowser? I just don't know. That doesn't seem to make sense, but it will make sense to your player. Or maybe it won't. Now, I think we're done with this little open area. Maybe we'll add some things later. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add something right now. All right, well, I think we're done. We're just about done right over here. I think we need to just start a new little section of our level here. Just beyond the little ghost magic guys, beyond our little sets of brothers there. Beyond our baby Bowser holding that big Bowser up on his shoulders. Go over to this blank canvas over here. We got another blank canvas on our hands, and look at all this majesty. Look at those mountains in the background. Look at those clouds. Those just appear for you. Those are part of your world. You get to define everything else. Nice little happy bush. Almost can't bring it to myself to cover up all this majesty. But we're going to start with something else. We're going to start with some ground. We're going to add some more ground over here. Oh, taking away some ground, unfortunately. Here we go. Put out a nice little ledge for our player to go through. And what I'd like to do in this section is something a bit different. We're going to go away from nature. We're gonna go in, and you're gonna want to put in as many spikes as possible. Put in enough spikes to where it's going to be an impossible jump to get through here. But it's up to the player to make it possible. That's not your job. That's up to the player. You just make your little world. They're going to live it. We'll make another little thing. You know, I always liked that game Flappy Bird. You know, impossible jumps. And you know, we're just going to make this little spiky area. It's like a little house. It's going to be a little house that they're going to live in. Maybe make a little basin. I'm going to go in and erase here. I'm going to get rid of these, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little spike house. We're going to make a little spike house here. Have a little spike family that lives in there, maybe. Give them a nice roof over their heads. So our player's going to come through here, and maybe there's something nice in there for them, if they're able to make it. What can we put in there? How about a fire flower? Yeah, maybe a fire flower. Put a couple flowers in there. Maybe this family grows flowers in their house. Tempt the player to get in there, you know? They're going to need to be able to walk on these spikes. In fact, we're going to need to put something nearby. So I say maybe we give them a nice little power-up. We're going to put a power-up right over here. Because they're going to need a star. They're going to need a shooting star in order to get through these spikes. So they're going to go right there. They're going to get that star. They're going to jump through this little area. They're going to be a tiny guy. They're going to go into that little spiky home. Get those fire flowers. And you know what? You know what players love? Players absolutely love hidden blocks. Hidden blocks. Those are always so fun. So I'm going to put a nice little hidden block right there. You know what that's going to do? If that player goes into that little flower house, it's a little greenhouse. That's going to be our greenhouse, where all the flowers are. They're going to go in there, and then when they try to jump out, they're just going to hit that hidden block. They're going to be trapped in that greenhouse. That's going to be fun. It's going to be real fun. Maybe there's a door to the house. No, just outside of the house. Let's put doors. There's two little door guys right there. Maybe we put this guy way up high. You know what that's going to do? If our player goes through this door, they're just going to go right up to some more spikes. I think they're going to enjoy that. They're going to think, get me out of this spike dungeon. And they're just going to end up in another spike dungeon, just up top. Just up top, just out of the way. Now, I like these little spiny guys. These little turtles. I don't know if I shake them if they do anything. They turn blue. Look at that. These little guys, they're going to crawl over the spikes. They're tenacious, these little guys. Little spikes on their head. Spikes on their head, walking on spikes. Their world's all spikes. This is their world. Maybe we give them some ground after all. We give them some ground. Give them a little platform here. Maybe they stand on this platform. Maybe this is their way of triumphantly saying, I got out of that spike dungeon. Give them a little coin. How about a coin right there? Congratulate them. Good on you for getting out of that spike dungeon. Maybe that coin flies away. Who knows? Who knows? Player will find out when they get there. Maybe we got a spring or two. Maybe we got... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to jiggle this guy. We're going to do a little sideways spring. Sideways spring action. We're going to have to encounter a spring wall. Just bouncing them around. Bouncing them every which way. Maybe a little Koopa. Little Koopa. He's keeping tabs on that coin. He doesn't want it to fly away, but it's going to fly away. Let's put a little cement down here. Gonna have some cement. And you know what? I'm gonna grab a little bullet bill. That guy's gonna go right here. Right here in the cement. And this little bullet bill, he's gonna give our player a little surprise. Thank him for freeing that coin, you know? I like these little guys. I think they're called little bloopies, little bloopers. These guys, players love these guys. Players love these guys. They swim. They swim in thin air. Don't know how they do that. They swim all over the place. I'm just going to give them a little jiggle. You know what that's going to do? It's going to give them little babies. Little blooping babies. He's going to go in that bullet bill, I think. Bullet bill's going to release that blooper out into the world. And our player's going to have to encounter that nature amongst his life. More spiky guys. I think spiky guys live over here in the cement. And you know, maybe the cement is a place for music. Let's sing a sweet melody. Let's go over here. This is our world's little concerto. You can either play the concerto or you can deal with those spiny guys. If you'd like. I'd rather make sweet music. At the end of your level, it's good to have a boss. A big boss man. Maybe we do a boss over here. Maybe instead of Bowser, let's grab Bowser here. Let's introduce Bowser to the situation. Let's give him a little shake. There you go, a little baby Bowser. Well, how about we make him bigger? There you go. Not so much of a baby anymore. I'm gonna put him right there. Put him right there. You gotta play the concerto. You gotta sing little baby Bowser to sleep, maybe. Maybe that's what you're doing. He's gonna have little Goomba dreams. Happy little Goomba dreams. Put in some Goombas here. Let's stack them. Stack those Goombas. Those Goombas are saying, thank you for being a friend. Koopa or two. Play the concerto. Play the concerto. Your concerto. We're writing sweet music together. Players love these little fire elements. Let's add one right here. We can extend this fire out. Whatever you'd like. That's going to wrap all around. It's going to go around like the clock. It's probably keeping time. It's keeping time for our little concerto. Going to keep us all within the same time signature. Singing Sweet Baby Bowser to sleep. We got a little cement down there. Maybe we've got bombs. Bombs that are drifting little baby Bowser to sleep. Gonna give him a little shake. Get him agitated there. Maybe these guys blow up. Maybe they make baby Bowser fall to sleep. Fall to sleep. We're gonna add some more to our concerto. Up here, up there, Let's see where this goes. Up there. Up here. This is our own little symphony. Our own little baby Bowser symphony. For whatever reason, maybe we put in another little power up here. Put a power up maybe right by the finish. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Maybe give our player, it's always good to give them one-ups. Give them an extra life. Give them that extra burst that they need to go on and play some more Mario worlds. Get lost in other expansive worlds. Players love thwomps. Put thwomps where you think they'd be nice. I think that one would be nice right there. This player's going to go for the goal. They're going to go to win the whole level. We need something right up in this area. We need something right up in here. Maybe it's a thwomp that does that. Maybe they think they've won it. They've won the game. Maybe they haven't. Maybe that thwomp's going to come down. Be the next little coda to their concerto. There's a coin. Here's another coin. There's some area always at the end of your level, just right beyond the goal. They can miss the goal. They cannot beat the level yet. They can get to that area. Maybe we help them out. Maybe there's a couple coins here. That's tempting. That's tempting. Maybe there's another little power-up. Maybe that gives them another little extra life. Nope. It's gonna give them a couple ghosts. How about that? Pop that open, they get some ghosts. Thank you for playing my level. Here's some ghosts. I'm pretty happy with this. Baby Bowser, his little symphony, our little spike greenhouse, our door to the upper level, the upper deck, the patio spikes. And then our mass of humanity here. Our Bowsers, our brothers, our little magic guys. I think that's good. I think that's good. You know what I'm going to do here at the beginning? We've got that first little jump that our player's going to need to make. That's probably the easiest obstacle that our player's going to have to overcome. We've got this whole area up here, right by this happy little cloud. We should put something right there by that happy little cloud. Look at that. We can have this wood wherever we'd like. This is our wood. A P-switch. Maybe they think the P-switch. That's what you got to do. You got to get that P-switch. Somehow, you got to get up there. But you and I know we don't got to get up there. We got to power through. We got to defeat our enemies. We got to face them head on. They're going to think they need that P-switch, those little suckers. Just put one more coin up there. Just to let them know. You may want to consider this. Look at that coin. We could be rich. I think that's our level. So now we'll assume the role of player and get through this level so that we can upload it online. This first area, again, is going to be the most difficult section for us to get through. We're just going to jump up here. We're maybe going to trigger this thwomp, head back, so that we can then go beyond, trigger maybe the next thwomp, so it clears our path. Get right through here. Get to these little groundhog guys. Avoid all of our fish. Get that power up, and that power up is going to help us get through the rest of the level. We're just going to breeze right through the rest of this, as long as we have that power up. All right, here we go. Fuck!
Hey, grab some ice.